Let's see what's on the telly tonight for me to miss. What's this? The return of Superstar Comedy's award-winning series, including The Gotchas. The Gotchas! They make me laugh. See some new magical moments with new HTV victims. I remember that. They put little cameras in your home, and you don't realise you're being filmed. It sounds good. I wonder what it's called. Henry Hound's House Party. Henry Hound's House Party? That little twerp next door! Over my dead body! Just a minute though. It could be another Henry Hound. But better safe than sorry. Tonight on the house party, I am not teaching the dice one to a different bit of music. I have 34 boyfriends, but I'm not naming all of them. Good evening, guests, and welcome to another Saturday evening round my house. Yes, your Saturday night starts right here. Sorry, Dermot O'Leary. You know, I'm a bit angry with my postie at the moment because I was waiting for the book that everybody's been talking about, and do you know what he went and sent me? He only went and sent me Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley. And also, people have been asking me, where is Scratchy Bottom? Well, to tell you the truth, it's so remote that even Michael Palin hasn't found it yet. Another variation on that question is, where is Scratchy Bottom and why does it exist? Which is one of the reasons why we're twinned with Ipswich. Don't blame me for saying that, I didn't write the script. It's the boys in the writing room. They thought to put satire in today's script. And of course, the Scratchy Bottom Observer has arrived with all the local news to keep you up to date on what's happening. Oh dear. I think here's the reason why my postman's been late. He was banned from opening the church fete yesterday because he opened it in error, which resulted in him being sacked from the post office. So now, the local villagers have got to go to the next village along, which is Dangley End, to deliver their letters and hopefully get their letters back to Scratchy Bottom. And while we've been away, there was a very, very big scandal in Scratchy Bottom, because apparently one of the town councillors was caught doing a bit of toe sucking. Now, it wasn't a serious offence, but it did still leave a nasty taste in the mouth, I can tell you. And now we have a new feature that I like to call Grab a Grand. Have you got a keyboard with you? Because I would love to give you some money. If you have a keyboard, I would really love to give you some money. All you've got to do is answer this question. How many people here in my house do you think are wearing earrings? Just type your answer in the comments below, and the first one to answer will get to play the Grab a Grand game at the end. Of course, you have the keyboard, I have the money, and we have a cupboard that I don't think you've seen before. So, let's open the cupboard! and welcome to a room of the house that I don't think you've seen before. And here's a cupboard that I don't think you've seen before. It contains all manner of objects inside it, and also the odd TV star who's past their sell-by date. Alright, you can quieten down in there. Now over here we have our contestants, so come forward. These are both Winnie the Pooh and Pumbaa from the Winnie the Pooh Toys family, which is somewhere at Ben Bryant's place. Now they have an extraordinary task to do. What I want you two to do is to forget everything you ever knew about music and... Silly me, I forgot to introduce one of the more important aspects of the game. This lovely lady here, Prue Prendergast. She's come up from the wool shop in Scratchy Bottom just to do this item. That's right, I have. And I must say, Henry, your wool is much smaller than the vicar's. Right, well, see you tomorrow in church. Now, what you've got to do is that there are some TV celebrities inside this cupboard, and we have 2 items to give away tonight. Now, Prue is going to play something on the organ, rather. Sorry if I keep getting mixed up. This is live TV after all. And then the celebrities will try and sing the song, and you have to identify what relevance these songs have. So, like, to the object. So we have, 3 objects for the first round, 3 clues for the first round, rather, and 3 clues for the second round. Got that? Got it. Okay, Prue, if you could just go to the organ and strike her up.
The Indians send signals from the rocks above the pass.
Okay, you buzzed. Now what's the song? Cool for Cats by Squeeze. Ah, not as bad at music as I thought. Okay, strike up again, Prue.
Oh, freeze the jolly good fellow. Freeze.
It's Freeze a Jolly Good Fellow. You're right, it is Freeze a Jolly Good Fellow. Okay, Prue, strike up the organ. Again.
Conversation is going round. People talking about the girl who's come to town. Lovely lady, pretty as can be. No one knows her name, she's just a mystery.
Ooh. Your time's up, I'm afraid, so you don't get your free bottle of champagne. Oh, didn't I tell you? If they get each one right, they get a free bottle of champagne. But now, from all 3 clues, what do you think the object you're going to win is? We think it's a fridge freezer. A fridge freezer, eh? Good thinking. Anyways, back to the game. Here is our next prize and our next 3 clues. Prue, strike up the organ!
If you're feeling sad and lonely, there's a service I can render. Tell the one who loves you only.
You buzzed. What do you think the tune is? It's Call Me by Blondie. Hey, that rhymed. It is indeed. Shall we move on to the next clue? Prue, the organ, if you please.
I read in my apartment on a Monday at 1. Sing loud.
Oh, I know this one. It's, Telephone Man. Telephone Man it is. And Prue, for the last time this week, strike up the organ.
No April rain. No
I just called to say I love you. Did you? That's kind. Now you've got all 3 bottles of champagne, and you've answered all 3 clues correctly. So, what do you think the prize is? A telephone directory? We hope? Oh, a telephone directory. That sounds hopeful, and you've also gone for a fridge freezer. Oh, and one final thing. Who do you think that was singing in there? I'll give you a clue. There was 3 of them. I'm trying to think. Moira, and 2 other characters from Emmerdale. Really? So now it's time to open the cupboard! And in the cupboard tonight we have... Ooh. It's a different threesome, I'm afraid. Come on out, you lot! The 3 White Wonders of Scratchy Bottom. Now you've got your fridge freezer. Unfortunately, the prize in round 2 was a telephone, so I can't give you that. But you have also got your champagne bottles. But for now, come this way to the blue tack tank. Now I've got a letter here from someone in the audience who told me what their worst fear was. And they asked me not to reveal it on live telly. Well, unfortunately, that goes against my principles, so I am going to reveal his worst fear. This member of the audience's worst fear is Harry Humble. And I think there's one thing we can do about that. Come this way. Now here we have 2 of the best of friends from Portsmouth. Harry Humble, who is said audience member's worst fear, and James Price. But who do you think should get the gunge this week? Well, here comes the voting screen! If you would like Harry Humble to get the gunge, then the number to type on your keyboard is 0898 800 311. But if you want James Price to get the gunge, then the number is 0898 800 322. Cast your votes now, and we'll come back to them a bit later. Now, I've recently had my bush trimmed outside the house, and now I can see all the way across the village. And I've also noticed a little field where they hold a talent contest every year called Party Pieces. Now, this week's entry was someone called Samantha Crichton. You might also recognise some of the judges. There's Vince, who is the manager of the Pits, which is Scratchy Bottom's local cinema. Well, it's supposed to be called the Ritz, but they still haven't got round to fixing that light bulb yet. And then there's the headmaster of the Scratchy Bottom Children's School. And then there's Miss Prudence Prendergast. It might be the face and the body that'll be familiar to you, but it's the voice that's going to give you a bit of a shock. you feel about that? I bet that took some energy out of you. Oh, yes, it certainly did. Let's see what the judges thought of that. First off, we have Vince, the manager of the cinema. You know, at first glance, I thought you were terrible. But I was wrong. You're horrendous. Okay. How about the headmaster? Well, I have seen some bad singers in the Scratchy Bottom Children's Choir, but this one just takes the biscuit. Right. How about Prudence? What do you think? I can only safely say I've never heard of that song, so I don't know what to say to you. So, what is your overall verdict? Overall? We're giving her a 2. Well, that's not bad. Now you know what I mean when I said it would give you all a shock. And there will be another party piece next week. But earlier this week, the village received a telephone call and it got everyone stirring because it said that about this moment in time, one of this country's most famous artistes would be popping by my door. Yeah, I know. I'm glad to see you're all showing my excitement, and when you see who he is, you'll immediately recognise him because he is on TV so much. And to tell you the truth, when I started out many years ago on show business, I met him, and it was lovely to meet him because we instantly got on, we gelled, we got on like a house on fire. Now, he doesn't know this, but I am going to surprise him by making him go into the gunge tank, and he will go in there without a fuss, without a stomp, kick, or a shout, and he'll love it. Yep, he will go straight into that gunge tank. Unfortunately, he seems to be a little bit late, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go to a bit of an advert break, and after it, we'll see what the kids are up to in Wait Till I Get You Home. We'll maybe have a new Dr. Oshwott adventure. You never know where he'll turn up next. And could HTV be coming to your place? There's only one way to find out. Don't go away!